Hi everyone, so we're going to be reading John chapter 12 today, and we're going to be focusing on verse 5. Why was not this ointment sold for 300 pence and given to the poor? So here Judas is talking about Mary. She poured the ointment on Jesus's feet, and Judas is saying, why wasn't this ointment sold for 300 pence and given to the poor? And what the Lord showed me was that timing is important. It's not that the poor were not important, but Jesus said, you're going to always have the poor with me. And the thing that she's doing right now is time sensitive, because I'm not going to always be here in the flesh like this. And so we all are going to find that in this time there are things that God is going to tell us to do, things that he's already told us to do, and other people may be saying, well, why won't you do this? Just like Judas is saying, well, why didn't you spend this ointment in another way? Why didn't you spend this ointment for the poor instead of pouring it at Jesus's feet? But Mary was, I don't know if she didn't know this, but she was actually prepared. Jesus's body was being prepared. Jesus knew this. Judas wasn't able to see it because, for one, his heart wasn't even in the right place. And so even in the things that God has told you to do, things that God will tell you to do in the future in your walk, just remember that not everybody will be able to see the bigger picture. Not everybody will be able to see where God is taking you. And so it's important for you to be focused. It's important for you to be diligent in prayer so that you can know that you're doing what God has told you to do. That whatever ointment, whatever that looks like in this season or the next season, in the years to come, that you will put the ointment where God tells you, not where other people tell you. And sometimes people can have good intentions, a pure heart, but just because you have good intentions, it doesn't mean that you personally know what's best for someone. And so that's why it's important for us to work out our own salvation and read the word and have that relationship with God, so we can know we don't have to depend on anyone else. So I pray that this is encouraging. Remember this verse. Keep this verse in mind. Even this year, if you find people trying to pull you in a certain direction, pray to God, rely on him, and he will lead you. He will lead you. But I just thought this was so profound. How many times, I don't even know how many times I've read John chapter 12, and he gave me this revelation, and I'm like, wow, Lord, because this is what it's going to be like, and things that we're going to face, and even things that you may be facing now. Someone may be saying to you, it could be on your job, it could be anything. People may be saying, why won't you do this? Why won't you do that? And what God is telling you to do may not even make sense to you. And sometimes it's definitely not going to make sense to other people. It's not. And so just stay focused, pray, read the word, because scriptures like this will just encourage you, and God will definitely let you know that you're going in the right direction. All right, talk to y'all later.